So the key thing in your swing is to get things in sync a little bit more athletically. There's 6 things that someone can move to hit a golf ball: your shoulders, wrist, and your hips. Those are the 3 things that you try to get too much out of. We want to use the other thing, the ground forces. That's how we push off the ground. Your core muscles and your arms. See how narrow your stance are. And the reason why your stance is narrow because you swing almost 100% using your shoulders and your wrist. So you're just twisting and you have your top heavy. You can see how your feet, your right knee straightens out and then your knee comes up and you're trying to, you can see power-wise, you're not really using the ground as a force. So everything I'm trying to do is to get you to feel some different shapes here. Part of it is just you're trying to get power into the swing and you're trying to use your hands to flip at it. So let's look at a couple of drills that we talked about to help us get to that feeling. And the first one, let's see. So the first drill is we need to feel how we load up energy in the swing. We want to use our core. So this first drill is me hugging my rib cage. I've also got this golf club right on my belt, and I want it to stay there. I don't want it to fall. It can move a little bit, but I want it to basically stay right there. I'm going to move from my core and resist the lower half, keeping this knee right here flexed. You move from the shoulders, twisting, and your hip and leg has to straighten out. Your knee just straightens out and buckles. And we want to keep this foot firmly because that's my power leg that I'm going to send energy to and move back from. The next thing I want you to feel is what we call punching the wall. So pretend there's a wall right here. And I'm trying to feel a punch and a resistance. Now I'm going to feel the same resistance here, but I'm going to feel right here, my back right here, that muscle right back there, my shoulder, that's going to feel a stretch right there. I want to feel a stretch feeling. Now I've loaded this spring. This gets me to that power feeling that I can get power from the swing. Again, yours wants to kind of twist. We do it with the golf club, bring it up like this. So it isn't really about twisting in the back, so it's about loading up energy the best we can. Now from that, now we need to get power in the swing. So here's from where we put the arm next to, I'm hugging basically my arm right here. This drill, I'm hugging that core muscles. When we moved from, my right arm is my athletic arm. It's just going to fold. Pretend I'm going to throw a ball or something right here. I'm just in an athletic position to throw a ball. Now we got all that core energy right here loaded up, and now we're not trying to lift the ball. Your instinct is to lift it with your hands. This is you. Think about it, you throwing a ball high up in the air or hitting a tennis shot over really high. This is your lift swing, and we need compression. We need leverage to that ball. So we're applying that power from that feeling. So you can see it's about leverage, not about lift. And here's Roy from the tour. You'll see how he applies leverage the same way. Gets a compression to hit the ball up in the air. Because when we hit shots, we watch tour players go through here. We'll look at this one over here first. We do not get underneath the ball. Harvey wants to lift the ball. You can see his hands are in this opposite, what we call flexion and extension. Your right hand trying to scoop it is in flexion and extension. And that's the opposite. We want that extension, that's playing leverage. And that's what we're doing, what you just saw by hitting the bag. Hitting the bag is a force, not trying to lift the bag. You see how quiet tour players say they're really quiet with the hands. They're still staying in this, what we call that extension and flexion. And this is you kind of lifting. So that's just getting the small version of the swing. And that's what when we're hitting the bag. When we're hitting the bag, this is Jon Rahm. different, but applies the same leverage. Even though it looks different than Roy at impact, they look the same. After that, we're going to just let this energy release. So tour player is going to hit, and then they're going to release like a slingshot. All the energy they got. This is when the hips and shoulders just go flying through. So now the one drill that we did that kind of helped you the best is when I let you swing back and forth and let yourself kind of self-correct athletically. See, as you swung back and forth without stopping, see this knee, just see that knee just to make sure it stays flexed the whole time. But you can start to see the legs are more involved. You're going down and hitting the bag. And now you're trying to lift it, not trying to lift it. Also, when you top the ball, it doesn't go up in the air. Once you flip those hands up like that, that flipping up with the hands is the reason you'll top the ball. You can say stay down all you want, but your hands are flipping up. Just, you can see the hands are not flipping here. There's more that line, that flexion. So we have the flexion instead of the other way. So just basically what I would do is just keep swinging back and forth using your core muscles, your arms, and your legs. Feel like you're hitting the bag, and then let it go. And your shoulders and hips will just naturally start reacting, not trying to be a power source.